You know, I've been hearing more and more about a thing called fake news.
Fake news.
I've seen people destroyed, and I think it's very unfair.
Welcome to the Scorcher Report. News that burns.
It's so hot in here.
It's hot. It's hot. I'm Pedro Santa Cruz.
And I'm Rich Gary. It is August 23rd, and we're coming to you from the Creative Tucson studio in downtown Tucson.
We are?
We are.
Well, that's great news.
That's where we're at. He never knows what's going on, this guy. Let's get started with some local news, folks.
Tucson Fire Department's hazmat unit was called out to East Tucson on Tuesday afternoon to investigate a suspicious package found with a mysterious substance. The package was located near a building at Tanque Verde and Cold, and as of yet, fire officials are unable to elaborate on the substance in the package. However, if any sexy lady firefighters are watching, you're welcome to investigate my suspicious package and mysterious substance anytime you'd like. I think you're up, buddy.
Dirty joke. City officials plan on issuing new traffic signs to deal with the merging problems in construction zones in Tucson. The signs will encourage the zipper merge, which shows cars merging together in an alternating fashion like a closing of a zipper. The zipper merge is also known as a reverse Bill Clinton in Washington, D.C. and other parts of Arkansas.
That's pretty wild.
The reverse Bill Clinton is when you pull the zipper down and ruin the country.
My zipper was up. 3 suspects were arrested from Vail this week after police discovered they had stolen more than $100,000 worth of construction machinery from various construction sites over the last 18 months. Police found the stolen equipment at the suspect's double-wide manufactured home, or, as it's known in Vail, a house.
Vail Slam. Okay, so random question for you, Pedro. How do you feel about this guy, Freelon?
Well, she did turn me on to horse meat, which I must say is cheap. Solid source of protein for a man on the go.
Wait a second. That was Carol. I'm talking about Rim. Remember the guy Rim last week?
Oh, right. He was the one with the face, right?
Yeah. Him.
I don't care for him.
Well, it looks like we're getting a check-in from our new CEO, Rim Freelon, right now. I guess even though he wants to change the world, he doesn't have a problem with interrupting our show.
Can't have everything. Hey there, Rim. Thanks again for the sandwich.
You're welcome. You're always welcome. Hello, fellow travelers. Just wanted to have a little powwow with my news-making super team. A bit of, debrief. How do you think it went?
It went fine. Wouldn't this be better if we weren't filming the show like right while you were talking to us? Like, I can't imagine the audience wants to watch us.
No audience. That's what Carol tell me. So what do you think?
Well, like I said, I think it went fine.
Sure, we did the news and talked to someone. Talked to Brendan came. I think Brendan came. Look, Rich, can you talk more?
Yeah. Like I said, it went fine.
I disagree.
Yeah, you know what? Me too.
Why? What was wrong with last week's show? I thought last week's show was...
That guest, he's so angry. Why he's so angry? What is this, angry town? Come on, guys, we need positivity, energy. We need to be the perfect parking spot.
That's a really weirdly specific analogy, Mr. Frelon. But now that you mentioned the parking spots, the entire back lot this morning was full, and I had to park like 8 blocks away, and it was why I was late.
Oh, I know this, and your pay will reflect that. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I have to install a solar-powered wind turbine to fuel our reactors. Close to zero carbon. We save money, we save energy, we save the world.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty interesting. So our reactors are going to run on solar and wind power?
Call me old-fashioned, but that newfangled technology will never outrun good old-fashioned horsepower. It can fuel a police chase at 110 miles per hour and fill the hole in my heart, at least temporarily.
Be that as it may, the reactors are not run by solar wind power. That is impossible. Reactors run on coal, American-made coal, picked by American workers.
Then why have the solar and wind?
They are renewable with unlimited power, using our Mother Earth to keep us thriving, striving, and diving into the future. Because the future is a technology, is the best piece of technology, is our minds.
So you're running solar power to power a wind turbine, which then powers a coal reactor.
You got it.
I don't understand what you're not getting about this, Rich.
Okay, fine. Well, a more positive guest, Mr. Freelon, whatever will get you off the line.
I look forward to rejoicing with the thrill of life, the realization that we are all connected on one sphere.
Okay, Rim, we need to get back on the tracks of the show. Yes. All right, Rim Freelon. Let's skip on over to national and international news. The news from the world.
Authorities are searching for a man who allegedly spanked a hippo at the Los Angeles Zoo. The man was caught on camera spanking Rosie the hippopotamus, cheering and then running off in excitement. To prevent a similar incident from happening again, the zoo promptly hung a sign that said, "No trespassing." Yeah, that ought to do it.
If there's one thing I know about hippos, is that they can read good.
True.
The zoo's reaction was not taken well by the hippos. Oh, geez, speaking of the hippos, they have launched their own Me Too movement. Can we put a picture of a hippo with a Me Too shirt? Can we put it?
I don't know if they did it. It's hard to tell, really. But Me Too movement for hippos.
We'll figure it out in post.
We support it. We'll wear the ribbon or the flag or whatever we got to wear for those hippos. Is that you or me?
I read the last one, so.
Oh, my mistake, people. I'm sorry. On Friday, the Interior Department reversed a rule that banned the use of pesticides in national wildlife refuges. The rule reversal came the same week as President Trump signed a $717 billion defense bill, which includes new weapons to fight mutant birds. And not a moment too soon.
Not a moment too soon.
I've been bothered by many mutant birds lately.
The Department of Justice is conducting an investigation after beachgoers in Alabama rearranged the eggs of federally protected bird species to build a makeshift volleyball court. The suspects defended their actions, citing the fact that they live in Alabama.
That really is a good defense, I would say.
That is a good defense.
I mean, that covers almost everything.
It's Alabama, folks. Anything goes.
Conservative commentator and winner of 2017's Most Punchable Face Award, Ben Shapiro, challenged congressional candidate Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to a debate, which Cortez compared to catcalling. Shapiro replied that he's never catcalled a woman in his life, unless hiding behind a trash barrel and taking candid pictures. A catcall.
Footwear company Crocs announced they're closing the last of its manufacturing plants, but says that it will continue to produce their signature shoes through third-party manufacturers. In response to the announcement, your weird neighbor Dave let out a sigh of relief.
Dave, you still owe me $3.
Dave,
I'm waiting for that.
Pay the
I
man.
can place a bet.
Pay him.
I want to place a bet.
Fucking Dave.
Son of a... North Dakota will vote on the legalization of recreational marijuana in November, as a ballot measure received enough signatures to get on the ballot. Republican Governor Doug Burnham says he supports legalization because it would reduce the burden on the criminal justice system and give people a reason to go to North Dakota. North Dakota slam.
North Dakota, you gotta get on it. It's bad enough that you have to live in North Dakota. You might as well smoke some weed. Oh, geez, Louise, do you see what time it is? Do you see what time it is?
No.
It's time to go to Kim Sunny Burnham for the Tucson 5-day forecast. Let's see what she's got in store for us this week. Take it away, Sunny. That way, over there. Take it away, Sunny. Let's see what you got.
Okay. Okay, get. Okay. Hi, Tucson. Hi, it's Kim Sunny Burnham with your Tucson 5-day forecast, brought to you by Freelon's freeboard longboards. They're the only longboards that cost nothing. How do we make money off of them? That's for us to worry about. All right, Tucson, it's been quite a week. As you remember, I asked you to send your spare animals. To help me build an ark to save the life on Earth following the flood. And as you might remember, it only sprinkled a little bit last week, so there was no flood. But I do, however, now have a house full of pets. No. I did not expect so many ferrets. Just a second. So many ferrets. But I am now a proud mother of, let's say, 3 dozen ferrets who are get them off of each other, who are multiplying rapidly. Who knew that they have babies so quick? I mean, I usually last like 6 or 7 months. But these puppies, they are just spitting them out. Whew. On the positive note, the ferrets have begun chasing the rats that gathered outside on my balcony, so there's been an all-out, ferret war going on at the Burnham household, which is a great way to spend the weekend. Get them off of each other. So speaking of the weekend, this one is going to be a beauty, and this is rare, so get excited. Yay for the sun, because it's going to be 97 degrees on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's right, 97 degrees every day. What does it mean? Well, stop it. Can you get them away from each other, please? What this means, according to my pal T-Bone, who's been an expert in numerology, 97 is a number of introspection and tolerance. I don't know what those words mean, so I'm going to assume that the world may end this weekend. But don't worry, because it's going to be clear and beautiful 97 degrees, so enjoy our final days. Now, if the world doesn't end, and then we'll see you Monday, temps will be up to 100 degrees and sunny, like me, sunny in Tucson. But again, it doesn't matter because the world's going to end this weekend. So, get off of there. So, get your bucket list checked off, whether you want to rob a bank or simply sit back and breathe in the keyboard cleaner spray. Oh, stop it, separate them. If you need a free ferret, please give me a call. This has been Kim Sunny Burnham with your Tucson 5-day forecast.
Well, thank you so much, Sunny. Good luck getting that animal situation squared away. Who knew it was going to snow this week?
I didn't. I was not paying attention. Now, let's move on to the Washington swamp.
Washington swamp, folks.
Melania Trump reportedly used a chain migration visa to get her parents' citizenship, the same chain migration that her husband regularly rails against in speeches. Sources say that President Trump was actually trying to avoid having his in-laws move in, but couldn't get a law passed in time.
Oof. Gotta hate those in-laws.
Legislation is a very powerful tool against the in-laws. That's from that snow. I'm chilly already.
Vice President Mike Pence outlined plans to establish President Trump's proposed Space Force. In the speech, Pence explained complicated plans like establishing a parallel version of America on the moon, where he will be president. And at one point during his speech, Pence interrupted himself, muttering, "What's my line? Line, please," and then asked where hair and makeup was.
You know, I have yet to find hair and makeup.
What a debacle. You don't know what hair and makeup is?
No, I always miss it.
It's down the hall to the left.
You know, I have a question about the moon. If you moon somebody on the moon, is it called earthing somebody?
Ooh. I don't see why not.
Okay. Well, I'd like to go to the moon and earth somebody.
If you have a sun on the sun, everyone's gonna burst in flames and die.
Makes perfect sense. Very logical. A federal judge last week threatened to hold Attorney General Jeff Sessions in contempt after the Trump administration attempted to transfer a woman out of the country before her appeal hearing. Sessions pleaded mercy of the court, citing a crippling addiction to deportations.
Ooh.
I know that addiction feeling. You know, I have my vices.
It's
tough.
It's addiction to power. Power corrupts. Power corrupts.
It does.
President Trump said on Friday that the United States will double tariffs on steel and aluminum imported from Turkey. Trump claims that the raise on tariffs is in response to Turkey's imprisoning a missionary who was accused of inciting last year's coup in the country. But inside sources say that Trump doesn't like turkey because it makes him sleepy.
You know, that's why he probably should try horse meat sandwiches instead of turkey sandwiches.
Does it make you sleepy?
Nope.
It's because that tryptophan. That's all that tryptophan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. You heard it first right here in Scorcher Report, folks. Pedro and Rich are not fans of tryptophan.
Can we get a fan in here? It's kind of hot. The president is expected to hold a rally in West Virginia to stump for State Attorney General Patrick Morrissey, who's running for Senate in the state. Asked why he likes Morrissey, Trump replied that he can relate to his sadness and looks forward to meeting him and making him feel better. That guy's a rocker through and through.
You guys, I'm so excited to announce that right now we have a special guest. Our next guest is author of 5 books, 2 of which were on the Billings Gazette bestseller list. That's right. Her newest book is titled What's Good for Me is Good for You, and is about things being good for us. Please welcome Vanessa Christie to the show. Vanessa Christie. Vanessa, how are you doing, Christie?
I'm good, Rich. No, you know what? I feel rich. Like you.
Oh, wow, thanks. I think that's a compliment. Anyways, moving on.
Hang on. Let me ask a question. You always ask the questions.
Well, that's because they're on the prompter, Pedro. And it says right there, Rich. But go ahead. I don't care. Read the Rich lines.
Okay. How are you?
I already asked her that.
Okay. Vanessa. What's your favorite color?
All right, that's enough. Vanessa, tell us about your book. We've got a time thing here.
But I just...
Well, Rich, the book is what I call mutual dependability. A system where your feelings upon others, with the goal of making others happier so you can be happy. How does that sound, Rich?
I'm here too,
Yeah, that sounds okay, I guess. Isn't it a little, I don't know, unhealthy to base your feelings entirely on someone else's feelings? I mean, what if your boyfriend...
I don't have a boyfriend.
Okay, well, one day you get a boyfriend, all right? And your someday boyfriend has depression, right? And isn't that unfair to put, now you're depressed because he's depressed? Like, isn't that unfair to do that to yourself?
You're so right, Rich. You're always right. I don't know why I said that. I'm so stupid sometimes.
Okay. We just met, so I don't know how I can always be anything, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, so you're selling these books, right? Like,
Hey, so can you use your system on, say, animals? Like, let's say I want to make a horse horny so he runs faster. You know, because I'm horny. Will that kind of thing transfer? And how close do I have to be to the animal or person? Asking as a journalist, of course.
I don't know, Pedro. You should probably just give up whatever it is you're doing. I mean, what am I supposed to say? It's just like the horse, he's on his rocker. I don't really know what I just don't know what he's doing.
Vanessa, are you okay?
It's just my boyfriend left me because I was busy writing my book, and then no one will buy my book. And I'm just so lonely and so...
Oh, well, no, it's okay. I'll buy one of your books, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take 2. One for myself to learn to make people like me so I can get a girlfriend. Then one for her after I ruin her emotionally. Because let's be honest, I'm a train wreck. And she'll need that book.
Really? Thanks, guys. That's like so freaking sweet. And Rich, we're still on for Tuesday night, right?
What? No, I'm married and I have kids.
I'm free.
But you promised.
All right, this interview is going on a bit. I'm going to end it. Thanks for being on the show, Vanessa, and I will buy copies of your book.
You totally blew that one, dude.
I'm not buying that
all
book.
over you.
Let's just get into entertainment news. All right, folks, shall we?
Comedian Dane Cook dished the dirt on his 19-year-old girlfriend, Kelsey Taylor, in an Instagram Stories Q&A Monday evening. Cook explained that he likes Taylor because 19-year-olds still think he's funny.
Dane Cook ain't what he used to be.
That joke doesn't work because Dane Cook is not funny at any age.
Ooh. Lindsey Buckingham will embark on a North American tour this fall after being fired from Fleetwood Mac. Buckingham will kick off his tour on September 20th in New York in a subway tunnel outside the Fleetwood Mac show.
Wow, that joke makes me hungry. Fleetwood Mac sounds like a Big Mac, and then they go talking about Subway.
Fleetwood Mac sounds like a pigeon sandwich, right?
Yeah, I think it does.
Mm-hmm.
That must be a version of that.
Come down to McDonald's, folks, and try the new Fleetwood Mac for a limited time only.
I bet they make it taste really good, though.
Oh, yeah. It's half pigeons and half rat feces.
One sandwich, hold the feces. The drugs behind the overdose of singer who was a former Disney star, Demi Lovato, was released this week. Toxicologists say that Lovato took a cocktail of Valium, Percocet, and being a child star.
76-year-old singer Aretha Franklin, known as the Queen of Soul, passed away this morning from a pancreatic cancer. And no, we're not going to make a joke, all right, you crazy people. Rest in peace, Aretha. The Queen of Soul will be succeeded by Whitney Houston. Oh, ooh. I mean, Amy Winehouse. Oh, ooh. I mean, Mariah Carey. No, definitely not her. All right, fine. It's Beyonce. It's Beyonce. It's okay.
This has been the Scorcher Report. Don't forget
to like, share. And subscribe to the Scorcher Report on Facebook. Like our Facebook page. Subscribe to the Creative Tucson YouTube channel. And get out there and rock the vote.
And send me sandwiches. I'm hungry.
Yes. Come out to Beginners and Veterans Stand-Up Comedy at Tucson Improv Movement August 24th at 10:30 p.m. The Late Late Show. The Late Late Show.
Roast battle. Is that what?
Roast battle. There's a roast battle September 29th. September 29th, roast battle at Screening Room.
That also makes me hungry.
Because tomorrow, it's tomorrow.
A roast sounds delicious right now.
September 29th, Screening Room, August 24th, Tucson Improv
Roasted
Movement.
chicken, roasted beef.
We did it.
I could even eat a roasted tamale right now.
Season 2.
You know, I've been hearing more and more about a thing called fake news.
Fake news.
I've seen people destroyed, and I think it's very unfair.
I mean, we want to get the joke right, so.
Yeah, that was totally my fault.
No, I read through it too, so my
No,
bad too.
that one's on me, guys. That one's my fault. That's me. Do you know how long the show is supposed to go for?
Whatever. I don't have a watch. I've told you that many times.
Do you know how this show works?
Yes. These light thingies come on, and then I read those words, and sometimes I mess up, but other times I do great. And they give me sandwiches. Sometimes horse meat.
You think you
sometimes vegetables.
Think you do great sometimes? That's preposterous.
I have 5 penises, and I was born a man. So this is where I'm coming out.
See, I want to look this way, but it's this way. So where's the camera? Where is it looking at me from when I'm...
It's the one directly in front of you.
Really? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Destroyed, and I think it's very unfair. Some of the media outlets that I deal with